All right, so today we're digging into something that sounds, well, pretty straightforward, right? Grow a garden, cooking recipes. But, it turns out the recipes you find, they totally depend on which garden you're actually talking about. And trust me, it's not what you think. Let's get into it.
So let's just start with this. When I say garden to table cooking, what pops into your head? For most of us, right, it's this idyllic scene. You're probably picturing a beautiful rustic kitchen, maybe some sun streaming through the window, that whole vibe.
And yeah, you're not wrong. That's totally the dream. We're talking about using ingredients that are super fresh, like you just pick them. The prep is usually pretty simple because you really want those natural flavors to be the star. And the recipes, so versatile. You can make stuff the whole family loves, and it's a great way to, preserve all that extra stuff you grew for later. It's this amazing hands-on experience.
All right, so let's get our hands dirty, so to speak, and see what this looks like when the food actually hits the plate.
I absolutely love this quote from one of the sources. Pinch me, I'm eating. It just perfectly gets that feeling, right? That feeling of using something you grew yourself in just normal, everyday cooking. It's what makes a simple cucumber salad or some sautéed zucchini feel like, a 5-star meal.
And the variety is it's wild. Think about it. That one zucchini you picked, it could be grilled for a barbecue tonight, or it could be baked into a pie for lunch tomorrow, or you could even pickle it and be enjoying it months from now, right in the dead of winter. It's like the possibilities just keep going.
Another way to think about it, which I really like, is this idea of releasing your inner wild child. It's all about these easy, tried and true summer meals. We're not talking about complicated, fussy cooking here. It's more about just celebrating what's in season. Things like grilled squash, some jalapeno poppers, maybe a huge bowl of pesto made with fresh basil from the garden.
And come on, what's the most classic way to use up all that extra garden zucchini? Has to be zucchini bread, right? It's the perfect example of what we're talking about. You take this, humble veggie, you grate it, mix it with stuff you already have in your pantry, and boom, you've baked it into something amazing. It's real, it's classic, it's just comfort.
Okay, so this all seems pretty simple. A garden's a garden, a recipe's a recipe, but this is where things get weird. Because the ingredients you need, well, let's just say they are not always what you'd expect.
Because if you actually go and search for grow a garden cooking recipes, you'll find yourself tumbling down a totally different rabbit hole. We're not in the backyard anymore. Welcome to the metaverse. Specifically, to Roblox.
So what on earth is this? Okay, Grow a Garden is this huge, super popular game in Roblox. And in it, players, they grow a virtual garden, they harvest virtual crops, and then they use those crops to cook digital food for a pet pig. A pig named Crispy Bacon. No, I'm not kidding. That's his name.
And just like in the real world, cooking here has its own set of rules. But it's a completely different system. It's all about the recipes, how rare your ingredients are, and what kind of rewards you get for it.
So here's how it works, basically. You take your virtual stuff to a cooking pot, and every recipe has these rarity levels. You've got your common stuff, but it goes all the way up to this crazy level called Prismatic. And the whole point, the whole game, is to cook whatever crispy bacon is craving that hour. If you do, you get awesome rewards, like special seeds or even little digital pets.
So here's the kicker. Just forget everything about zucchini and tomatoes. In this garden, the things you really want, the top-tier ingredients, they're called things like bone blossoms or sugar apples. Yeah, let's take a look at a simple pie, for example. To make a rare pie, which is pretty good, you just need a normal pumpkin and an apple. Easy enough. But if you want to make a prismatic pie, the best of the best, you're going to need 4 bone blossoms. So it's the same dish, a pie, but its value has nothing to do with taste. It's all about the rarity of what went into it. And get this, these virtual tasks are tied to real time. So, to cook a rare burger in the game, you literally have to wait for 10.5 minutes. It's this bizarre mix of something totally fantastical, but with a really mundane real-world rule attached.
So, okay, let's put these two worlds right next to each other. It's really a tale of two kitchens. And remember, they both came from the exact same idea.
And this is where you really see the split. In the real world, the goal is pretty obvious. You want good flavor, you want to eat. You get a real meal you can share. But in the virtual garden, the goal is all about game progression.
You get a digital item to finish a quest for that pig. It's tangible taste versus an intangible reward.
Which brings us to your next culinary adventure, right? You've got two paths to choose from. One is literally grounded in soil and dirt. The other one, it's pure code.
It's kind of mind-bending, isn't it? The idea that making a pie could mean firing up your oven, or it could mean going on a quest for bone blossoms. So I'll leave you with this question. Which kitchen are you heading to next? The one in your backyard or the one on your screen?